poetry. Dream a little dreamer.
In the smoky underbelly of two cities teetering on the edge of an all-out mob war, betrayal and conspiracy intertwine in a manner so audacious it would make even Shakespeare's jaw drop. Welcome to Neon Noir, where halos dim and neon burns. As the last cigarette ash flickers against a blackened backdrop, Bambi Palermo waltzes on a razor-thin wire strung between her last name and her luck. She's the living remnant of a fallen mob dynasty, trying to dance her way through fiery circles without getting scorched. With Goku D'Angelo, the mob whisperer, as her godfather, she's anything but safe, but hey, who doesn't love a bit of danger? Enter Supreme, because when a war needs a poet who can also become the problem with 2 lines and a loaded gun, Supreme is your man. He talks in verses and shoots in couplets, loyal to a fault in this maze of morals where every betrayal could be his rhyming scheme or final stanza. Next up we have Harlow Blonde, who made the unlikely pilgrimage from debutante balls to the underworld's nightlife queen. She's got wit sharp enough to shave tungsten and a heart fierce enough to withstand every wrong note in life's melody. There's nothing this queen won't do to maintain her reign because losing once was enough. Stash Cash dips numbers like a bakery dips donuts. Where there's smoke, he's there counting profits behind the fire curtain with nerves of steel and pockets full of schemes. But oh, Agent Caden Winters, that man is as cold as the bureaucratic coffee he sips. His life wouldn't make it past a health department inspection, given the way he's hunting down the mob while his personal world spins wildly off axis, courtesy of his marriage to Bambi's sister. ADA Ian Wilson. Imagine obsessively pulling teeth from great whites simply because justice doesn't wait. He sinks deeper each time he decides to swim with sharks. Then we have David Lopez, the Fed with a penchant for bending rules as if they were made of rubber bands. He knows Bambi's double game and offers her cover while the history between them swirls and simmers. There's chemistry, a kind that might explode or implode any minute. Emily Palermo Winters, the wild card at the deck whose familial ties are knotted tighter than that 10-year-old shoelace you can't untangle. She's in it, married to the antagonist with more shared drama than a soap opera. And Christian Zintelli, well, some secrets are best left marinating until they're just right for kitchen nightmares on Mafia Street. As Goku D'Angelo pulls strings that are invisible yet surprisingly painful, as Valerie spins webs laced with her forked tongue, and Nick Palermo decides whether the crown is worth the bullet between his brows. This season paints a neon portrait where lies, lust, and loyalty offer just enough tension to make the heavy rainfall on bodega roofs seem ominous. Tune in Mondays at 2 p.m. Central on YouTube, because indulging in this chaotic concoction takes more than curiosity. It's an oath to unfurl drama so dense it'll make you yearn for popcorn drenched in tension oil. So subscribe before the pilot episode buries you first. Once upon a midnight fog deep in the ash-black woods of Carcassa Pines, there was no gentle fawn, no wide-eyed, doe-footed innocence scampering through the forest. Nah, forget what Disney sold ya. This Bambi was vengeance on 4 legs with antlers like daggers and eyes colder than a taxman in December. They killed his mother in the spring. They came with rifles, piss-stained camo, and beer breath, stomping through sacred trees like they owned the joint. Bambi watched it all, watched her fall, her legs twitching in the underbrush, breath rattling like dry leaves. His heart shattered in that moment, and from that shattered heart, a monster was born. He didn't run. He remembered. By winter, Bambi wasn't grazing in flower fields no more. He was sharpening his antlers on gravestones. The squirrels whispered about him like ghost stories. The owls stopped hooting at night. Even the wolves kept their distance, 'cause something new prowled the woods now, something personal. One by one, the hunters returned. But this time, Bambi was ready. Frankie, buckshot. Miller never made it to his tree stand. They found his body strung upside down like a butchered pig, guts missing, eyes gouged out. A single word was carved into his chest: Mother. Next came Bo Jenkins, who thought he was a real tough guy, posting selfies with dead deer online. He went missing after bragging about bagging Bambi's cousin. His jaw was found nailed to a pine tree, tongue still wagging. The forest turned quiet, too quiet. Hunters started whispering about the devil deer. They said he walked on two legs at night, that he stared into your soul like he knew your sins. Some said he had antlers made of bone and steel, welded from the traps that once maimed his kin. Then came the final one, Ray Dalton. He was the one who pulled the trigger on Bambi's mother. Bambi waited till Ray lit his campfire, warm and proud, surrounded by the trophies of his kills. That's when the flames went out, and the woods came alive with glowing red eyes. Ray tried to run, but Bambi stalked him, not fast, slow, like a judge walking to the bench, like death on a Sunday morning. When they found Ray's cabin days later, the walls were painted in blood, antlers through the door, and hanging above the fireplace like a twisted Christmas wreath was Ray's severed head, with his hunting license stapled to his forehead. Now they say Bambi's still out there. You go into them woods with a rifle, you better be ready to answer for every bullet you ever fired, 'cause Bambi ain't prey no more. He's the last thing you see before the woods go silent forever. And let me tell you, sweetheart, the hunter becomes the hunted. Moral of the story: don't fuck with nature, especially if nature's got antlers and a vendetta. You step into someone else's home with a gun, acting like God. Don't be surprised when God sends a deer with a hit list. Bambi ain't just some cute woodland creature anymore. He's what happens when you push too far, take too much, and forget that even the hunted can grow fangs. So the real moral? Every bullet's got a return address. For more tales like this one, subscribe and hit the notification button.